færdig?
Ja, jeg er færdig.
Super færdig. You gotta put yourself through some uncomfortable shit to be a fighter.
If it was easy, everybody would do it.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Fight or Flight, and this week is Fight Week. We have the Siam Summer Challenge this Saturday in the middle of Copenhagen, an open air event. And if we have weather like this, it's going to be absolutely amazing. We have 3 fighters on the card. We have Musa, we have Konrad, and we have Lasse. All strong fighters, all fighters on their way to the top. So I can't wait to see what they bring this weekend. Let's go to the gym and start working out. We have so many fights on for the next 14 days, and it's all hands on deck in the gym. This weekend it's the Siam Summer Challenge in Copenhagen, and next weekend we're going to Germany for the ISKA European Cup. A lot of our young fighters are fighting in Germany next week, so I am taking care of their training today, and I'm putting them through a pretty hard session, 5 times 5 rounds on the pads. First I am observing them doing their own pad work. I'm trying to see what weaknesses they have and then work on the basics to sort of fix that. I try not to stop too many times during a pad round, but little corrections I think goes a long way, as long as it doesn't really break the flow of the pad work. The rhythm of the pad work I see is one of the most essential things actually, because the fighter needs to sort of learn to be in the mode all the time, that you don't have these moments to relax in between combos. You should be pushing your pad holder the way that you would be pushing an opponent in the ring.
Læng! 10 højre, 10 venstre, kom!
In June, Bilal is fighting at the WBC Amazing Muay Thai Festival in Bangkok, so he is also starting to get ready. It's now the evening class, and Lasse and Konrad, who are both fighting this weekend at the Siam Summer Challenge, are doing some combos with Coach Klemme. They are only 4 days out from the fight, so no hard sparring, and they're not being put through too much work. They have their weight in check. You have had how many fights?
I have had 3 fights. One diploma and 2 real fights. 3 total fights now.
Okay, and this Saturday will be number 4.
Number 4. Jesper, he just came up to me and told me, Konrad, you have a fight this Saturday. So I got cut a little water weight, and I have done that multiple times now, so I know how it's gonna be done.
I'm fighting at the Siam Summer Challenge this Saturday, and I'm really excited to get out and show how I've improved since the last fight, and I've been pushing myself to a point where I didn't do the last time, so now I have something to go for. I want to be the Danish national champ, both in K1 and Muay Thai, and then I will see where I can go from there. Maybe reach higher.
That's a good start and a good goal.
Yeah.
The first fight, I had a very specific combination I used again and again and again. So I thought, okay, for my second fight, I'm going to do the exact same thing and win. And I didn't do this combination. I forgot all about it. I came up with new things, and I think that's the best thing to do.
I was in Bangkok at Penang, where they had a lot of great trainers and fighters.
Yeah, and did you feel like your Muay Thai game, improved?
Definitely in some aspects the technique got more adjusted, and some more fight IQ aspects you begin to notice that you didn't notice before. That's really great.
You enjoyed your time in Thailand?
Yeah.
You're going back again, do you think?
Yeah. Once I've scraped enough money, then I will go back. It was Kapan.
Yeah.
It was fucking awesome.
The day before a fight, we always ask the fighters to come in, even if they're not training, just to get the last nerves in check and prepare mentally for the next day.
Hvor er han fra?
Det var Siam.
Siam?
Begge to er Siam-dreng.
Yes.
Og det er fint.
I'm fighting in 71 kilos, and right now I'm 70.5 or something.
Maybe the next fight you should try and drop to 67.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Go for a championship in 67.
Yeah.
That would be nice. You have to take
it from Nikolai.
Take it from Nikolai. Exactly. We are gonna see you guys on Saturday in Nørrebro for the Siam Summer Challenge. Let's go.
Jeg var 81 kilo, så er det hvad? 10 kilo bedre. Nej, det er
Welcome everybody, and thank you for joining our Siam Summer Challenge. So this event is always very dependent on the weather, and we've been super lucky with the weather today. So enjoy it, everyone. It's very authentic Thai boxing to fight outdoors, in my opinion. First of all, I'm gonna go through the the procedure, how we go into the ring, and then we're gonna take every fight and go through the rules there, so there will be no misunderstandings when we are in the ring. Yeah. If you're ready, one fight before your own fight, because there is a long way to the ring from here. Would like you to be close to the ring, one fight before yours, and just stay warm there. It's we're not super busy. People haven't paid for this event, so, and we don't mind that there's like 2 or 3 minutes between each fight. So, but that doesn't mean that you're not supposed to be ready for the fights. But we're not like in a hurry. This is not a professional show. Okay, we are professionals. Next fight is Siam Extreme Muay Thai. It's Marinus versus Lasse. No elbows or knees to the head allowed, but it's full contact.
And with the rules and regulations out of the way, we are ready to start preparing for the fight. The monk hung is very nicely hung there, Jesper, and everyone starts to warm up. Lasse and Konrad gets a rub down with warming oil, the Naman Muay, and then start hitting the pads. In the final moments before a fight, we try and keep it light with the fighters, smiling, laughing, and reminding them that the objective of fighting right now is to learn something in every fight. Winning or losing matters a little less at this stage in the career. That being said, this is not a game and you don't play Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Event has officially started. Siam Summer Challenge 2026. Here we go. Lots of people, good vibes, drinks, sunshine. What more do you want? This is awesome.
Og vinderen er Valdemar Barso fra Siam. Så er vi i gang.
Here while Lasse is waiting to get in the ring, we realize that we forgot his elbow pads and sent Konrad to get them. But then Abdullah here comes and tells us that we'll just not use them.
Konrad, vi skal ikke bruge dem alligevel.
Modstanderen er Lasse Hansen for Extreme Muay Thai. Yes, giv mig en hånd med fra start af.
Okay, round 1. Lasse gets under pressure from the beginning, but manages very well to grab his opponent and bring him out of balance a little bit to weather the storm. Comes back here with a 1-2. Good start from both fighters. Lasse coming out of the corner with a good kick here. Strong start for both fighters. Lasse getting pushed back now here in the corner a little bit, comes back with a good cheap and then wildly overcommits to an overhand right, but brings his opponent out of balance immediately after. Strong start here and at 100 kilometers an hour from the beginning. As we know from amateur fights, this is the game. Lasse needs to sort of come out of his corner a little bit and starts moving a little bit. He's a little bit flat-footed and gets caught with his hands down a few times here. Does result in Lasse getting punched in the face a few too many times. Gets a good one in here, but immediately gets hit with 2 more afterwards. Again, comes back with a good right, and the sort of pace starts to sort of settle a little bit as both fighters are fatiguing towards the middle of the first round. Lasse comes out here with a good right and a really strong low kick. Goes back a little bit and drops his hands, which doesn't look so good. Comes back here in a pretty even round so far, both fighters scoring. Wild swing here from Lasse's opponent that almost catches Lasse. Here a good opportunity for a knee to the face, but that's not allowed under these rules. Lasse's opponent punching and kicking well in these moments, and Lasse gets caught a little bit inactive. Comes back here, tries hard, but there is not a lot of gas left for round 1. This is a good moment to capitalize on this round, but unfortunately it's his opponent who gets to do that. Lasse delivers a good knee on the exit, but has not delivered enough to securely win that round. Here in the break, Jesper is telling him that he has his hands down by his belly button and that he needs to put together some more combinations. Try to keep it simple in the corner so that there isn't too much information to go out there for round 2 with. Round 2 starts out similar to round 1. Lasse is pushed back into his own corner here and is brought out of balance a little bit with some good punches from his opponent. It's an unfortunate story of a fight that Lasse does get brought out of balance and overcommits to some punches. He needs to tuck in his chin first of all, so you don't get that visual pump back of the head that is so easy to score, and then he needs to stand more firm on his feet so that he doesn't get wobbled with kicks and punches from his opponent. Lasse has good techniques but needs to work on his balance and his timing especially. Here midway through the second round, the opponent has probably taken the lead in the fight. Lasse comes back as soon as his opponent starts gassing out a little bit. Lasse starts to find the rhythm a little bit better in the fight. He avoids a punch here and comes back with a good jab, ducks to the side and hits him with a good high kick. This is really good Muay Thai, and this is the stuff that we see in the gym from Lasse. And as soon as the pace of the fight slows down a little bit, he starts to be able to find these technical things that he's learned. And comes back well in the second half of the second round here. I think even though he's probably still behind on the scorecards, he's doing better towards the end of the second round. Good low kick here. Even though his opponent is still pumping the fist, he knows that he is ahead on the points, and Lasse does need to start working. This would be a really good chance for Lasse to take back some of the points that he's lost earlier in the fight. A good jab here, another one, gets hit by one on the way in, and this unfortunately does not look so well. You can't knee to the face under this rule set, but his opponent very obviously showing Lasse that he could have had it been a different rule set. Good exchanges from both fighters here towards the end of the second round, and we probably have to face that he probably still is a bit behind on point. He needs a big point round or a knockout to win this fight. Here is the smile of someone who's seen this 1,000 times and knows exactly what it feels like to not have anything left to give, but still have another round to go. just before the end of the break, I catch Lasse's eyes and I'm telling him to sort of bounce a little bit more on his feet and try and get on that second rhythm. And that's exactly what he starts out doing here. He avoids the punches or the attacks first and then attacks himself. This is something that Lasse and I have been speaking about in the gym, that timing really means everything, because if you attack at the same time as your opponent attack, it's always going to be ugly, and no one wants ugly Muay Thai. Here in the beginning of the second round, Lasse was pushed to the ground after actually having started the round quite strongly. He continues here with good jabs and low kicks. Again, his guard has dropped, but he is attacking with more precision and seems to have more left in the gas tank than his opponent, who is starting to look a little bit fatigued. Lasse again here working with basic weapons, but is scoring throughout the first half of the third round here. Lasse, probably based on this round alone, is the winner, but we have to face it that it probably will not be enough, and he will need to really go all in to win this fight. In the last part of the fight here, both fighters are looking quite fatigued and are not putting together any combinations anymore. This is where an extra 20% in the gas tank could potentially win you the fight. Lasse here walks into a couple of straight right punches, but gets it back again immediately after. Does not really have the strength to continuously fight, and here overcommits to a right while getting hit with a left hook, being brought out of balance. This is again an easy point for the ringside judges to score. The last bit of the fight here is a bit of a mess. Like I said, both fighters are very tired, but Lasse is going forward. He has not given up, and that's one thing you can say about him. He definitely has the heart in the right place for the fight, and he doesn't give up even when he knows that he's probably not going to win the fight.
I rødt hjørne.
So, that was the first fight of Siam Summer Challenge 2026, or the first fight for Extreme Muay Thai, and it didn't really go our way, unfortunately, but we still have a second fight to hopefully redeem ourselves. I think Lasse fought well, but in the first round and the second round, he was kind of shut off and didn't really listen to anything that we were saying. So, but improvements overall. I think he's going to do better next time.
Jeg kan se dig der.
Men jeg tror, man kan se helt meget rundt.
Very shortly after, Konrad has to start warming up and we head over for his fight. Konrad has a lot of confidence these days. He is on a 2-fight win streak and is hoping to extend that win streak to 3 today. And first round is underway. Konrad comes out with a good 1-2 combinations and a couple of jabs that really lands well. Good knee from his opponent here in the clinch, and Konrad is forced to sort of break his posture to get out. He receives a lot of knees in this exchange and ends up coming out with a good flurry, but still definitely lost that exchange. Good amount of action here from the very beginning and a good cheap from Konrad's opponent to push him back. Konrad comes back in and relentlessly works. He has a good overhand right, but they seem to be matched up well, these two opponents. It's a very even fight from the beginning. Both of the fighters landing good shots, kicks and punches to the face. Here, Konrad comes out with a Superman punch and a good overhand right, and then a 1-2 that lands flush to his opponent's head. Gets pulled around in the clinch. It seems like his opponent is a bit stronger in there, and good for Konrad that he comes out of it a bit quicker this time. Very even round so far, but these punches from Konrad really lands well. His opponent works well with the teep and is now starting to go backwards. It's shifted now from the beginning of the fight where the red corner was pushing Konrad back. Now it's Konrad going forwards. Good uppercut here and lands with a 1-2 afterwards. His opponent defends well from his position in the corner. He gets a break here by the referee, and Konrad goes back to work. He is pretty relentless in trying to push his opponent back towards the corner. A good overhand here, misses barely. A good kick from red corner, and then he gets caught a little bit here, and a good knee coming out. Still, it's Konrad who is pushing the pace of the fight. Red corner is looking good in defending, but he is not being very offensive. A good 1-2 from Konrad here, and lands another one coming out. Again, putting on the pressure constantly. I think by a small margin, Konrad took the first round. In the break, Kim is telling him that he won't get anywhere with just single punches or single kicks. He needs to put together some combinations. Coming into the second round, he starts right off with a long flurry of punches, just as Kim just told him, and a good kick coming out. A wild exchange in the beginning of the second round, and really some good hits here, but red corner comes out of it, delivering some good knees. Again, a very even fight at this point. Punches Konrad's hit back there, a very visible and easy point to score from the ringside judges. A clinch here, where Konrad has not been looking the best, but in this case, red corner doesn't get very much out of it. But Konrad does come right back out of it with good punches and seems to have a heat-seeking missile in those gloves, because he really hits his opponent and punches his head back a lot here. This is close now. He could definitely get a count or stop the fight entirely, but red corner gets hold of him and drags it out in the clinch and gets a break from the referee here. Back to work. 1-2. And what's going on here? The old trick of spitting out the old mouth guard. Very good. He got a few seconds and can breathe a little bit again. Konrad comes back in. Red is still defending himself well. If he is very tired, he is putting on a good show. But Konrad is relentless and keeps pushing. And sometimes that's all it takes. You can see it in the fight with Lasse earlier in the day. Had he had another 20% in the gas tank, he might have took that fight. Good exchange here to end the second round, and still at this point I believe Konrad is ahead on points. And we are back here with third round, and Konrad comes right in with a good overhand right and another left and a right and a left again. He seems to be hitting with basically everything he's throwing out there. His opponent is not defending himself but swinging wildly coming out of it. Again, third round starts out the same way that the second round started out, with some wild fighting. Let's see if these two can keep up the momentum throughout the whole round here. Konrad now has his opponent pushed up against the ropes and is working him over basically. He seems to be fatiguing quickly in the red corner, and maybe this will be Konrad's chance to stop the fight. He was close to stopping the fight in the first round, and here maybe it's possible. Konrad has his opponent pushed up against the ropes. Maybe a good 1-2 would end it all. Is there enough gas left in the tank for Konrad to actually knock his opponent out? Maybe we are getting to that point where the strength doesn't match the knockout power anymore. Red corner is now coming back a little bit, swinging wildly. Konrad barely misses it with one of his signature head moves that we might have to talk a little bit about. They seem a little bit dangerous, and he could easily get hit by a head kick. Here we are in the second half of the last round, and here he gets hit by that head kick. Not because he was swerving, but just because of a good technique from his opponent. But he still pushes forwards and hits his opponent hard here with another right. This might be Konrad's chance to get that knockout. He keeps pushing forward, but gets caught in the clinch here with a good knee from the Siam fighter, and another one. Konrad gets a knee in, and they're separated by the referee. This is definitely Konrad's last chance to get that knockout. A wild swinging back fist from the Siam fighter. Konrad goes back in for the kill. And although he puts in a good effort, he does not get that knockout in this fight. He did have the opportunity, and maybe with a little bit more stamina, he would have gotten that knockout. All joking aside, Konrad fought a really good fight today against a good opponent. Siam Gym is known for producing really good fighters.
For vinderen Konrad Bolser fra Køge. Og med øjeblikket, så gør vi klar til Skævnes første...
Selvom du har vundet, ikke? Du tillægger du
denne fight her. Vi skal lige have kæmperne på plads.
Det kan du være enig om. Hvad står du kampen der? Jeg behøver ikke at gå 3 omgange.
Hvis han skulle være inspireret,
Altså, jeg har ikke haft sukkerkram på.
så kig på
Jeg har ikke sukkerkram på. Hvor du fremlægger, så er det udskift. Jeg går til min taske. Vil du med? Ja.
Han skal ønske sig nogle løbesko.
And that's it for the Siam Summer Challenge 2026. I think the boys did well. Of course, still lots to work on. So back to the gym and try again.
1 lose, 1 win.
Yeah,
It's a good day.
it's a good day. That's how it goes. See you on the next one.